If you clicked on this video looking for mom hacks and strict routines, I'm not your girl. This is not your video. If 3 babies have taught me anything, especially in the newborn phase, is that you go with the flow. This is 24 hours with a newborn. Okay, so I actually think that there's a time and place for routines and for structure, but in my opinion, the newborn phase ain't it. The only real goal I have for days with a newborn is that we all eat and we all sleep somewhat regularly, and that we take it easy. Like, we don't obsess about how much sleep we're getting or how much sleep we're losing, that we don't take everything so seriously. We just try to relax and embrace the highs and lows as much as we can. It's really common, I know, because I've watched a lot of these videos, that you click on a day in the life with a newborn and what you see is just a mom with the addition of a baby going about her life like nothing happened, running to Target, cooking, cleaning, and then just like living on empty. I think I know because I used to be that mom. This video is dedicated to the younger me. The me that came home from the hospital with her first baby and felt completely alone and overwhelmed despite having all my friends and family around. The me that wasn't comfortable yet to listen to my own intuition. I didn't even know what that felt like or what was right for me as a mom. The me that didn't know that I had options with literally everything when it comes to parenting. For me, it's ended up being the best decision I've ever made to embrace the fact that kids have rocked my world and changed my routine in every possible way. So if it looks like I have changed outfits like 1,000 times today, that is because I have. I feel like outfits are lasting me somewhere between like 2 seconds and 20 minutes. And there have definitely been days where I just am unaffected by the bodily fluids. But then other days, it's kind of like the one thing I do for myself is just like put on a fresh shirt when I go to the bathroom and feel great. By the way, if you're at all curious about my Minimalist Mama wardrobe, I have made so many videos about it now. I will link them somewhere over here.
What?
I've breastfed all my babies, and the newborn phase is just always kind of tricky. You're remembering or just learning how to feed a newborn. The newborn is learning how to breastfeed. It's not just like in some ways it is innate, but in maybe a lot of ways nowadays where there's a lot we need to unlearn. I've just been really grateful for like the help of a good lactation consultant, even though it is my 3rd baby, and my midwife, and just wise women to help me feed this baby. It is such a full-time job. Like, I remember being a first-time mom and just being shocked that it's pretty much all I would do all day. The more you have your baby at the breast, that's what makes more milk. Yeah, eating nutritionally is so important and nourishing yourself. All the food you've seen me eat in this whole video was made by me, but while I was pregnant, it's just all been in our freezer, and now my husband's getting it out and feeding me. For me, the way that I feel best is by eating really great food. So that's just an investment I made before breastfeeding. It's just like so easy to get worked up about everything when you're breastfeeding and in the newborn phase. Is he constipated? Does he have diarrhea? Is he eating enough? Am I dousing him with milk? Like, is he choking? And I just know at this point, like after the first 6 weeks, everything's pretty much going to even out and work out. But that's not to say it's been easy, because it's kind of been hard. And the hardest part is just that he's insatiably hungry. And so I'm changing his diaper all the time, even in the night, like 8 diaper changes in the night. I'm only just sharing that in case that's you too, like to say that that's really normal. It works out and it ends. So that's been breastfeeding. And I've kind of been humbled a little bit. You know, every baby's different, so different. And just because I've done it before doesn't mean I don't need like help this time, but it's getting easier. Hi. He just started smiling. Hi. These babies, all 3 of them, have come into my life as tiny teachers. They've shown me all over again how to slow down and simplify and enjoy the littlest of moments in my life. The first time, it felt so overwhelming to just be sitting by myself, nursing a baby for hours and hours and hours. Sitting in a mess, honestly, too. If you're familiar at all with my content, you know that my daughter was the catalyst for me embracing slower and simpler living and decluttering, and we downsized in house, and we got rid of truckloads worth of personal belongings. And I feel like with women, I see this pattern where we first have to make physical changes on the outside to our environment, and then we can more effortlessly do the deep inner work. And that was so true for me as a new mom, sitting there staring at my surroundings, feeling so overwhelmed. I think that having a clear, calm, peaceful home, albeit not perfect, you'll see in this video that my house isn't perfect, but imagine how much more chaotic life would feel, at least I think about this a lot, if I had an excessive amount of stuff that I was feeling stuck under. You have tens of thousands of hours, at least that's how it feels, during those blurry, hazy, gooey days of postpartum with your new baby. And I feel like in a lot of ways, I've heard it said that each of us have or are made of stardust. All the little particles after birth have to come back into our body and recalibrate. And so I'm thinking a lot about all the different times in my life where it feels like my world got rocked. And while that felt so unsettling the first time, by the third time, it's like so exciting to know that I'm experiencing this reset all over again. And I can't wait to see where it goes. It was through that I think my YouTube channel was born, and I did therapy for a long time, but it wasn't until my children came that I started decluttering and really doing the inner work that I needed to do for a long time. And like things just started clicking. I think the fastest way to freedom is surrender. And man, if babies don't teach us that,